Hello, and thank you for watching another episode of RedBeards Shaves. Today, I'm going to go over my 2022 GOAT or go-to razors for the year. These are the most common razors that I use on a consistent basis that just work well for me. The last time I did a top 5 video, which actually there's 6 different razors here tonight, I did an actual ranking on best to worst, but these are in no particular order. They all suit my needs depending on the type of shave I'm getting, and I love them all. So, without further ado, I'm going to start this year actually by going over the Rockwell 6S. Usually use these on plates 5 or 6. This is just the stainless steel, which was my OG. This was my first fancy razor. I do also have it in black, and then picked up the royal blue this last year in a trade. I'm really hoping they come out with a solid green one because my son absolutely loves green, so I would love to be able to get one in green. I'd probably buy 2, one for me just to rub into him until he's old enough to shave, and then the green one for when he gets old enough to shave. The nice thing about the Rockwell 6S is that you have 3 different plates depending on which side of the plate is facing out. Like on this one, you can see it's plate 5, shows your aggression level. So 1 being the mildest shave and 6 being the most aggressive that the 6S has to offer. Good weight, good knurling. These finishes hold up pretty good. I am starting to lose a little bit and get some sparkles and stuff coming out on the black one. I use this one the most out of any of them, but I've also banged this puppy up quite a bit, so pretty happy. A lot of people, including myself, will say it's 6 razors in one. It is an adjustable razor. You just put the plate on that you prefer and go from there. Next up, I have the Razorock LUPO DLC. And this is stainless steel. The DLC stands for diamond-like coating. Last year I put that I enjoyed all of the Lupos, and I still do, but to make this list, the original DLC, which I'm not even sure what the blade gap is, this is my sweet spot. I can use this with multiple days worth of growth or as a daily shaver. Excuse me. I absolutely love it. So Razorock DLC Lupo. He has, I think, 3 different blade gaps now of the Lupo. I really wish he would re-release the original. So if this is something that you see the other razors in my den that I'm using on a daily basis, the DLCs do pop up on secondary sites occasionally. Next up, this was one of 2 titanium razors I received this year. This is the Blackland Blackbird in titanium. I also have it in the stainless steel, but I prefer the titanium. I think it's just a little bit smoother, has a little bit better glide. You will get a decent amount of blade feel on this, more so than the Rockwell 6S, which is really a neutral blade feel. You don't feel that. And then the Lupo DLC, I just get a very small amount of blade feel. With the Ti Blackbird, I do get a little bit more of that blade feel, which as the years are going on, I actually really enjoy that shaving my head. So it doesn't bother me, but some people it may. This next razor really, I know it has a lot of popularity out there, but it really surprised me. And that is the Carve Overlander. This is in brass. I actually just recently polished this. I've gotten to where I kind of don't dig the natural patina that comes up on brass. So polish this every few shaves just to keep it looking nice and pristine. I also have it in the anodized aluminum. I really want to get this razor in copper, and stainless steel wouldn't be too bad either. when I tend to find a razor I like, even if they come out in different iterations, then I'll pick those up. What's nice about this is very, very little blade feel, but just the geometry of the head, easy to find the angle, easy to shave with. I can do multiple days worth of growth or just an everyday shave, and it is surprisingly efficient for kind of how neutral the blade feel is. The blade gap isn't anything huge. I think it's like 0.7 something. So it's just a nice average blade gap and exposure, and gives me wonderful, wonderful shaves. This is probably the Overlander and the 6S I would consider the mildest of razors, just on blade feel, and mainly the blade feel, because I think that's what gets a lot of people turned off on a razor. If they're not used to feeling that blade on the skin, they're more used to just either feeling the cap or the safety bar, then having a little bit more blade exposure can be kind of scary to begin with. But the Overlander is no slouch. Like, this is a phenomenal razor. Next one, I have 3 different versions of it, is the Carbon CX razor. This is the titanium version with the R2 handle. This was the other titanium razor I picked up this year. Absolutely love my carbon razors. This is in copper, which was a recent pickup. I really enjoy copper. I was kind of debating on letting this natural patina also, but I've just been more on kind of keeping them polished lately. So did do a really, really quick polish on this a few days ago. I can use a little bit more work in the handle on the knurling, but still came out pretty good. And then the OG R1 handle stainless steel. This was the first carbon shaving razor that I had. It was actually sent to me, and I've never looked back. Like, it did take me a little while to kind of get used to the blade feel. You do have a significant amount of blade feel on here. All 3 of these that I'm showing you I have in the original plates, and then on the stainless steel I have a plus plate, and on the titanium I have a plus plus. And so far the original plate I think is going to be my favorite. I think it's going to win out in the battle, but we shall see. And then last but certainly not least is my stainless steel Christopher Bradley razor. And what I have found, I've been slowly working on polishing this. Talked with Chris when I was in Idaho Falls, and then I've been watching some stuff on YouTube. And so, yeah, I've been working on polishing up all my plates and whatnot. My go-to plates for the Christopher Bradley, I have to say, are E and F. Seems like the higher I go in the alphabet for the plates, the smoother the shave is. So I originally picked one up with a C plate, and it was okay. D, I liked a little bit more. E was like, ooh, this is getting somewhere for me. And then the F is wonderful for if I have a lot of growth. If I have a lot of growth, I'll pull out the F. Otherwise, the E is a daily shaver plate for me. I do have B through G. G's pretty nice too, but it's definitely not a plate that I don't believe I could daily shave with. So those are my 7 top razors that I go to in my den. I have a few, I have others that I will rotate through depending on mood, or if I'm just playing around or feel like something different. But these are kind of my go-to. These are always in my rotation. They're always getting kind of circulated, cleaned, whatever. So yeah, 2022 GOAT razors. You are informed. A lot of these are all available regularly. The only exception would be the DLC Lupo, no longer made. Would have to find this on the secondary market. And make sure you're not just looking at a black anodized aluminum one, because they do a black anodized aluminum. It's not the stainless steel, and they do shave different. And then just as of today, I heard that with the Blackland Blackbird in the stainless steel version, they're coming out with a light version, which is a little bit different configuration, supposed to make it a little milder. Hope you all enjoyed this episode of RedBeard Shaves. Let me know what some of your favorite razors are. I would be really excited to hear. Let me know some maybe new discoveries you've had over the last year on razors that you really, really like. I'm kind of always looking for new razors to try. So on that note, y'all have a wonderful day. And this is RedBeard out. Take care.